Hello YouTube, this is the Thecreativeduelist here, and I'm back with another creative discussions. Two shout outs to give out. Big shout out is to my homie Andrew. Big shout out to him. He alerted me and notified me of this support. Thank you for letting me know. It was like early in the morning he sent like a message through YouTube. Big shout out to that. I think he commented on the video, and of course big shout out to MasterswagKing, the homie, always updating us with the saucy news and information on new Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So please check his content out. He does a lot of market watches, and of course he does a lot of like card reviews and pretty much just explains the new cards from new sets, and obviously from future upcoming sets that we shall receive. So anyway, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this video. I'm just going to read the cards and then I'm going to give my overall opinion. So the first one here is called Throne of Necrovalley. Normal spell card. You can only activate a card with this card's name once per turn. Apply one of these effects. Add one Gravekeeper's monster from your deck to your hand. And the secondary effect is immediately after this effect resolves, normal summon one Gravekeeper's monster from your hand. Interesting. The first effect's decent, it's quite nice, I'm not going to lie, be able to search a Gravekeeper monster. So essentially you're playing 3 copies of this, you have more Gravekeeper monsters, you're basically playing 3 extra copies of Gravekeeper monsters. And the secondary effect is a bit iffy, like, I don't know, like, because when they say normal summon one Gravekeeper monster, like, I don't know if they mean in addition to my normal summon or set. Because sometimes, you know, you'll use your normal summon up and you can't normal summon again, even when you activate stuff like this. I'm not 100% sure. Someone correct me in the comment section, but if that's the case, if you can normal summon another Gravekeeper monster, please let me know. Obviously, after your mechanical normal summon has been obviously used. So far, so good. Okay, continuous trap. Sanctuary of Necrovalley, continuous trap card. The first effect is if there is a Gravekeeper's monster or a Necrovalley on the field, all monsters your opponent controls lose 500 attack and defense. Okay, it's a bit. I don't know that first effect. Second effect, during either player's main phase, if you do not control a card in your field zone, you can activate one Necrovalley from your hand or graveyard. Which, ooh, bloody hell, that's actually quite good. During your player's main phase, if you don't control a card in your field zone. Wow, okay, the secondary effect is pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, and third effect, if this card is destroyed by your opponent's card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can set one Necrovalley spell and trap from your deck except Necrovalley. Okay. Alright, next card. Oh, okay, finally revealed itself. Gravekeeper's Kanushi, or Gravekeeper's Priest. Level 3 Dark Spellcaster effect monster, 500 attack and 1500 defense. You can only use this effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card is summoned, you can target one level 4 Gravekeeper's monster from your graveyard, special summon it in face up attack position or face down defense position. Its effect can't be negated by Necrovalley, of course, otherwise it wouldn't work. I'll give my opinions afterwards. And of course, Gravekeeper's Spiritualist, 1500 both ways. It's a level 4 Dark Spellcaster effect monster. You can only use the effect of this card's name once per turn. If Necrovalley is on the field, you can fusion summon one Spellcaster fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as fusion materials, including this card on the field. What? Okay, all right. Okay, let me summarize and pretty much give my opinions on these 4 new cards that we received. So far, I'm pretty disappointed. A lot of the support is very lackluster. It's not fixing the issues with Gravekeepers. Gravekeepers will still be the pretty much the underlooked deck, the overlooked deck. It's pretty underwhelming, to be fair. The support, it's not screaming, oh okay, this can do this to this deck, this can do that to that deck. Like, first and foremost, Throne of Necrovalley is decent. It's a good card, but again, it's not consistent enough. Like, why couldn't the first effect be add a Gravekeeper or a Necrovalley Spell and Trap from your deck, or Necrovalley itself? That would have been so good. Like, we have Commandant to search Necrovalley, but why not give us that effect? So, it doesn't, so we don't have to like rely on the trap card for it to get blown up. And I'm very, very, very convinced my opponent isn't going to blow this up, because they don't want to go -1. And the normal summon effect is a bit iffy. Again, I need to double check that. But Sanctuary and Necrovalley, again, does not fix the issues with Gravekeepers. Like, oh, again, heavily reliant on a Gravekeeper monster or a Necrovalley to be on the field for this to even apply. And my opponent loses 500 attack and defense. Wow. Like, come on, man. And during your player's main phase, this effect is pretty good. I'm not going to lie. This is probably like the best effect on this card. So like, you can activate a Necrovalley from your hand or graveyard. So if you run out of Necrovalleys, which can happen if your opponent blows them all up, you can reactivate a Necrovalley from your hand or graveyard, so you can place it back on your field zone. That is very powerful. This card is like, that secondary effect on this card is impressive. I'm not going to lie, that effect is amazing. And of course, the third effect, if it's destroyed by your opponent's card effect, I don't know why I wish it just said if it was destroyed in general. You can set one Necrovalley Spell and Trap from the deck, except Necrovalley. Again, disappointing. I wish you could set the field spell. Why not set the field spell? The third effect is just it's quite garbage, because your opponent isn't going to blow this up. They will let you have that card on the field, like literally like Sky Strikers. If they wanted to, they'd let you have this card and then kill you. Like, it just does nothing. Plus, if you blow it up, you get nothing off it, because it wasn't your opponent that destroyed it. It's rubbish. Well, the third effect is rubbish. Again, they should have just given us a generic monster or a spell that allows us to search for Necrovalley, spell and traps and Gravekeeper monsters. But no, they give us that. So onto the monster. This one is fucking trash. Like, first and foremost, why is it a level 3? It's what can we do with this? Do we have? We don't even have a rank 3 Gravekeeper monster. We don't even have an XYZ Gravekeeper themed monster, or a synchro themed. We only got like a fusion themed Gravekeeper monster, which no one asked for. Like, they should have at least given us a link. This would have made more sense with the link. First and foremost, it's a level 3, it's not 4, and it only targets level 4 monsters. So does that mean we still have to play Spy? Come on, Spy is outclassed. Spy is, it's not in its prime anymore. Like, the format is too fast for Spy. Set Spy, set some back row, Necrovalley, end turn. Like, that isn't viable no more. Like, your opponent can blow your field out. It's just so disappointing. It's so, wow, I was looking forward to this, and it's just really disappointing in my opinion. And of course, Gravekeeper Spiritualist. Like, do I really need to say much about this card? only use it once per turn, and you need Necro Valley to even fusion summon. So say if you open up, say if you draw like some Gravekeeper monsters and her, and you see no Necro Valley, because that sometimes can happen. You get no Gravekeeper, you get no Commandant to search Necro Valley. It's happened to me a few times. What is this card going to do for you? It's a brick. It's an absolute fat brick in your hand. It's not. They couldn't even give us a poly, a Gravekeeper themed poly. So disappointed. They didn't give us a link. They didn't give us a card that can consistently search, Gravekeeper or Necro Valley cards. Obviously, except for Thrones. Throne will search the Gravekeeper monster. That's a different card. Well, that's a different story, I should say. Oh, it's fucking dreadful. Overall, very disappointing. Very underwhelming. The only decent cards is the Throne is decent. That's good, but they could have added more effects to that to make it a good spell. Sanctuary is underwhelming. The effects, the only really good effect is number 2. Number 1 is air. Like, yeah, you'll be able to beat over weaker, make your opponent's monsters weaker, make Blue Eyes 2/5, but, and the third effect, it's like, you will never get that effect unless your opponent is stupid enough to blow it up. This makes no sense. This is garbage. Overall, I'm very disappointed. I wish they could have done a lot more work with this. Gravekeepers at this point remain to be garbage, even with this support. But anyway, that's pretty much it for my creative discussions. I don't really have anything else to say. I'm just really let down. But anyway, folks, thank you all for watching. If you folks enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like. Comment down below. Feedback is always nice to hear. Tell me your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section. Do you think the support is really good, or do you think it's piss poor? Please let me know. And of course, stay tuned for my ban list discussion. I'll be talking about certain things that may get hit. But anyway, just look after yourselves, stay creative, and have a good day, folks.